there's this guy that comes in, and he's just... My friend said he's one of those people that looks like the world owes him a favour. Do you know what I mean? He comes in and he's like...
Yeah, you should have done that. You know, why didn't you do that? It's not right. I don't have that. It's not fair. You should give me that. I think it's not right. You come in here and do that.
And then somebody will try and explain to him why he's a knob and he shouldn't have anything. But they put it in a polite way, because otherwise it'll just get worse. And so they're like, you know, well, the thing... And then he goes...
Yeah, but, you know, yeah, alright, but I should have this anyway.
It's really, like he's trying to just force his nose into your soul and make you get what he wants for him so that he can have it for free, probably. Now, I think he's a bit of a knobhead. But I thought I saw him the other day and it wasn't him. It was totally somebody completely different. And I was like, are you that guy? But he wasn't. It was he said that he has a doppelganger. And I believe him. I don't think it was him. I feel a little bit bad. Shouldn't just accuse him of being like, nah. So he was actually quite nice. But not everybody is. Some people are like, and a lot of them drink piss. Hello again. This is episode 2 of For the Benefit of Advanced Minds. And today I'd just like to get something off my chest, because I'm sometimes baffled by the level of pure idiocy in the world.
What do you mean?
Well, let me just explain. Yesterday, somebody asked me, she came over to me and said, excuse me, I want to buy a phone, it's on orange. Can I use for my O2 SIM card? That's not very clever, is it? Also, on the same day, somebody was at the counter trying to sell some DVDs for cheap, obviously, and she was trying to sell them, and you need ID to sell stuff, because you can't buy stuff without ID in our shop. And she said, is the bus pass alright? Not really, because it's not really very good efficient ID, but because I recognised her, I didn't want to be annoying, I said that should be alright this time round, because I recognise you. And then the man next to her, who was a total stranger, said, excuse me, mate. And then he said, do you want to just borrow my ID instead, love? Do you know what I mean? What would she borrow his ID for? He was standing there, so I could see what was happening, and he was massive, 6'2", bearded, long-haired, old man, and she was a girl. So aside from the hugely unrealistic, what would she do with it? What would she do? Get his ID from him, and then say, look, can I use this? That's what the world is like. Do you know what I mean? Ah! Also, right, there's this. What does this mean? Excuse me, I can't see his voucher card. I can't see his voucher card. Yeah, that's what I thought. What do you mean? So I said, sorry mate, I don't understand what you said. And then he went, I can't see his voucher card. I can't see his voucher card. Now, I think whether or not you know me, it's easy for me to tell you I'm not a racist person at all. There are just some times when because you're foreign, you don't know what you're saying, and it can be really very confusing to people. So I still haven't been able to figure out what he meant. The closest I can get into a translation in my mind is iCard SIM is voucher card. iCard SIM is voucher card. What do you mean? Still haven't figured that out. And there's another one. Strange question, but I was asked, what year is Brian Lara 2005? And there's this. Oh. Never mind. Blanked out. Oh yeah, no, I was interestingly, I was in... Take one. I was interested to observe how, Miliband, the MP, the Ed Miliband, did you notice that his whenever he gets applauded for something, like he kind of sets it up. He does the and then so he builds it up so that everyone knows that when he goes they're going to give him an applause. And when he gets his applause, just as he's about to get applauded, he knows he's about to because he set it up. He does this little thing where he kind of goes like he's having a little tiny orgasm to himself, but in public, because he's getting applauded. Watch him next time you see him doing a little speech. He was actually doing it in front of a bunch of college kids, which made it feel a little bit more inappropriate, but it is quite inappropriate anyway. Then he would go, and that's why we're going to do that, which is better than what the other people are doing, and that's because we're better. And then he'd go like that. It's kind of like a little, he would go, it's really little disturbing. It